Listen, I said this leading up to the game, you know, that this is the best rivalry in all of college basketball. And I wholeheartedly believe that. You know, people talk about, you have Duke, Carolina, you know, you have obviously UK, Louisville, but there's not a more unique rivalry than this game. You have two incredible programs right here in the city of Cincinnati, and you know, our guys know what this game means to all of our former players. We have 1 million former players here. And when I saw Walt McBride, C.J. Anderson, Edmund Sumner, Tim Stainbrook, Matt Stainbrook, again, just how much this game means to all of our former players, our alumni base. Our guys have a great understanding of that. I thought going into the game, you know, UC posed a couple different challenges. I thought number one, you know, they're a really good defensive team. I mean, Coach Miller has them playing really hard. They're big, they're feisty, they're disruptive. They block a lot of shots. And we knew it could be hard to score at times against UC. That's what, again, they've had a really good schedule. They've beaten some really good teams, been in some close games. We knew that could be a struggle for us kind of going into it. We had to keep the ball moving. You know, we finished with 9 turnovers on the game, which was a huge advantage for us. That was something that we've been really focused on in practice and in every game. It's kind of been our Achilles heel to this point on the offensive end. Thought our guys did a great job of making great decisions around the rim. Then on the other end, you know, we wanted to mix up our defenses. We wanted to play man. We wanted to do a little bit of press, back a little bit of zone. You know, I thought our guys did a great job of throwing them off a rhythm on the offensive end. They're a really good rebounding team. Like I said, you go back to their size and just their toughness. They play really, really hard. I thought we battled on the glass. Again, they got a few too many for me, but it is what it is. But again, really proud of our guys. You know, Paul Scruggs, I thought he set the tone for us early on in the game. He's just a warrior. He's a winner. He's a winner. So proud of him. He can, how much this game means to him and how much Xavier means across his chest, man. He's a Xavier guy through and through. And then to see Jack Nungy have success, man. I'm sure all you guys know how much adversity he's been through in his life, and just to see him have the success he's having here at Xavier, man, just honestly just makes me smile. So really happy for him. But good win for us. But again, it's like I told our guys, man, enjoy this one. This is a heck of a win. But at the same time, we got a lot more of the season left here, starting with Morehead State next week.
Travis, why do you think Jack was able to have that type of an impact tonight? We've seen him step up in big games already this year, but what was it tonight that specifically stood out?
What stood out to me was just his composure, Adam, just his composure. He's just calm, cool, collected. He's the same guy every single day. He's the same guy. And listen, he's played in big college basketball games. This is his first shootout, but he's played in big ones. He's just steady. Our guys trust him on both ends of the floor. He can shoot the ball, which I thought posed some problems for them, right? For a guy like Ado, who's an incredible shot blocker, who wants to stay around in the paint. A lot of the bigs want to stay around in the paint. You know, Jack's skill set, we really tried to utilize, and I thought that threw UC out of and a little bit of flux on the defensive end. So not surprised, man. He rebounded the heck out of the ball. He just plays with that composure and poise. Reminds me a little bit. I saw Matt Stainbrook. Stainbrook used to have that, right? It's like when he caught the ball, feels like everything just stops. Everything's slow motion. That's Jack.
Travis West said that he felt your switching to the zone defense early kind of threw them out of sync, and then switching up your defenses. In the Oklahoma State game, you kind of waited until the second half to spring that on them. Tonight, you used it a little more throughout the game. What was your strategy going in terms of using that zone?
Yeah, I'd say a couple things. You know, number one, Colby Jones got a couple quick ones. He only played a minute and a half, and probably, you know, he's one of our best players, man. He's been tremendous. He's playing like an all Big East level player. He had 2,000 in a minute and a half, and I just felt like, man, if they're going to call it that tight, we better play a little bit of zone. We had played a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but it worked. So we kind of would, you know, go zone press back to zone, and then we'd sprinkle in man, and then we kind of, out of timeouts, change it up just to continue to kind of throw them off rhythm.
Travis, obviously with you said you not having Coley for too much of the game. You got some really big plays from Dwan and Adam, kind of filling in those roles. Can you talk a little about just Dwan's playmaking ability? I mean, he had 6 assists against Ball State and 4 tonight. Just where he's grown so much as far as like the passing game.
Yeah, he had 4 assists, 1 turnover. I think Paul had 5 assists, 1 turnover. So between our 2 point guards, it's 9-2. We're gonna win a lot of games if you do that. Dwan was tremendous, and I've said this before. Listen, the strength of our team, what makes our team so unique, is we have more than 5 starters. Dwan could easily start. Listen, he's a tremendous defender. He guards the ball. He's a ball hawk. He keeps the ball out of the paint, makes plays for others. He's athletic. He's tough. He's a Xavier guy. So again, I'm not shocked with his development. Again, how he's playing. He's a great player.
Coach, I'm not sure that I heard you perfectly, but during shoot around earlier today, you said that you were looking for a 3-0 day today between Summit, Country Day, and Xavier. You got 2 wins already today from Summit.
Yeah, so it's funny. Thank God they work the schedule around our main schedule here. Obviously, this is my main job. Let's make that very, very, very clear. But it is fun. Honestly, coaching the 3rd grade team, it gives you a different perspective. It really does. How patient you have to be, right? And you want to, and listen, like the purpose of playing basketball is to have fun. Never lose. You never want to lose that. And sometimes with all the pressure that's put on all of our guys throughout the entire world, whether it's social media and all that stuff, nobody can take that from you. That's what I always tell our guys. Nobody can ever take that from you. Like, enjoy this moment. Enjoy the atmosphere. I mean, our fans, they're camping out at 12:30. We're on break right now. We're on break, and I handed out pizzas earlier. I mean, there's a line going around our arena of all of our students. They're not even in session right. We're not even in session right now. Embrace it, have fun, live in the moment, man. And I thought we did that. But to get back, I know I'm going off the cuff here a little bit, but Winston had a really good game. We went 2-0 with Summit as well today, so which is good.
Travis, it looked like you shared a nice moment with Jeremiah Davenport after the game. I don't know if that was personal or if you would be interested in sharing that, but what was that about?
Yeah, I've seen Jeremiah play for a long time. Being here in the city, obviously for a long time, being here at Xavier, he's improved as much as any player as I can remember. I mean, he has, and I told him that, man. You can tell how hard he works on his game. He's about the right things. He's a winner. He obviously played at a tremendous program at Moeller. He's a great player. That's why I told him. I said, man, they're going to win a lot of games this year, and he's going to have a great season. So just told him to keep on working.
Travis, you guys have beaten, obviously, Ohio State here, now Cincinnati here, winning big games on the big stage. How do you think you guys are handling the energy of big games, and how important is that going forward?
Yeah, number one, the energy in this building is absolutely electric. And obviously, for everybody who was here, I mean, you can feel it, right? I mean, it was an awesome atmosphere. That's what college basketball, college athletics is all about, is the experience. We want to create an incredible experience for the students, our fans, our players, and we did that tonight. But just our leadership, again, Paul Scruggs has been through a lot of games. He's seen everything. He has. Jack Nungy's been through a lot of games. So is Nate Johnson. Colby Jones is Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected. Never gets too high, never gets too low. So I just love the demeanor of our team. And it starts with our older guys, though, for sure, with guys like Paul and Jack and Nate.
I want to ask, obviously Nate Johnson didn't have his best shooting day today, but really played really well defensively and obviously got some big rebounds. In a game like that where, he's so well known as being a sharpshooter for you guys, how impressed are you with how he can kind of just put that past and focus on the defensive assignment?
Yeah, Nate's all about winning. He doesn't care about anything else. He doesn't. It just shows you who he is, what his character. Because a lot of people would say, you know what? Hey, he had 30, he scored 24. He may be the best shooter in the country. It's like, hey, your shot. That's the difference between a good player and just an average player, right? Average players, when their shot's not falling, they kind of just high, and they don't impact the game in other ways. Nate is a tremendous defender. He impacts the game in multiple ways. Gets his nose in there, and rebounds the ball. Even though he's going to say he's 6'4", he's probably 6'2" on a good day. But again, he fights, and again, he knows it's all about winning.
Do you have any plans tonight after this game?
Adam, I'm sure you're going to be first in line up there at Dana's, aren't you? I'm sure you are. Andy, maybe you.
Is there a point where this just gets to be too much money to drink at Dana's? Like $3,000 will last a week or two, probably.
Listen, No, fans, I will happily go up there. Listen, we're so appreciative of just, again, all of our fans, and they make this place an incredible place to play. Again, we owe it to the fans.
Thanks.
Thanks.